Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about our stock picks for the week, and this video is going to be a little bit different than normal. As you notice in the thumbnail, I don't have any particular stocks on there because this week I'm going to talk about just the markets overall in general, kind of what to look out for and kind of my plan moving forward. Before we get into it, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in the video or any of our other content, make sure that you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Okay guys, so the stock market, we're looking at the markets here, looking like a green day. However, the futures were actually a little bit higher earlier on, now dipped below just a tad. Okay, we were in the 200s earlier for the Dow, we were in the hundreds earlier for the NASDAQ, and it actually dropped within several minutes. So I'm really interested to see if this green open actually holds up, or if we come out and we fall at some point today. Okay, so that's something to kind of keep an eye on. The fear and greed index, which I'm actually kind of surprised, we're still just like right dab in the middle at neutral. Okay, this lever here, typically when this lever goes all the way down over here, we're in extreme fear. When it goes all the way over here, we're in extreme greed. And you can kind of use this sort of as a buying guide of whenever we're all the way in extreme fear, that's when you want to probably come in and buy some more stocks. And when you're in extreme fear, if you're up, a decent amount, then you may want to consider taking profits, because the market's basically telling us that we're going to have some type of pullback and things like that. So really interesting to see though that we're just kind of in neutral, being how nasty the market's been and how crazy things are, and really the uncertainty about the overall state of the market. Okay, if we're looking at the VIX term structure, which is VIXCentral.com, this measures the overall the volatility of the markets and things like that. This is actually still, we're in the positives here. You want to see this above 1. Really, if we get into the 2s, that means that we're pumping the markets pretty well to the upside. The VIX, you would like to see it closer down to about the 20, and but still at 25 is not terrible, but it still kind of shows us that we do have some some volatility in play, and that this number could go higher. Okay, so we start seeing a red day in the market and this thing will shoot up. I'm thinking eventually we have a few more red days. It'll probably get closer to 30, if not 30, before everything kind of settles back down. But anyway, so we're going to take a look at some of the charts. We're going to take a look at the major price indexes like the S&P 500. We'll take a look at the UDOW, which tracks the Dow Jones, and then TQQQ, which tracks the NASDAQ. We'll also look at SQQQ, which is the stock you get into whenever the NASDAQ's doing bad, and kind of take a look at it as well. And then we'll go over ZNOG's chart, IQST's chart, and we'll look at Amazon as well. Take a look at Tesla, because those are some of the ones that we typically are following. So like for me, for my plan is, if I do anything this week, I'm just adding to my current positions. I'm not looking to buy or swing really anything new this week. Okay, so we'll take a look at those charts and we'll see what they're telling us. All right guys, looking at the S&P 500 on the 180-day 4-hour time frame. As you see on Friday, we pumped up a little bit all the way to 4,000 and got rejected. Okay, we're at a crucial point here, in my opinion, of are we going to get above that red SMA line, or are we going to pop our head up and fall down again? Current support right at about pretty much almost right exactly where we closed the last trading day, which is about 3,900. So if we fall down again, if we find some support here, overall would be a decent thing for us. If we break below 3,900, guys, we got some room to the downside. Okay, we got some room to run to the downside to retest that 36 mark. As you see here, the low was 36.87, and basically if we break this support level here, then I kind of feel like over the next couple of weeks we could try to go back and retest that, but I do feel like that would be the low and kind of set up for a pretty gigantic move back to the upside. However, in my opinion, this is a really crucial test for us at this level of around 3,900. If we bounce off of here, and if we can get past 4,000, I think that's a really good sign. I mean, technically speaking, we're so undervalued, oversold, whatever you want to call it, on that chart that you only kind of assume that we're going to go up from here, at least temporarily, right? So, but you never know. I mean, the week to week, the Fed comes out and does something that, will just completely screw the markets up. As you see here, we had a nice run here. They come out and start talking about inflation and rate hikes and job numbers and all this other junk, and then boom, here we go. It's like the cycle starting all over again. Them just trying to tank the market. So interesting to see there. So UDOW is currently at about 50.80, and I'm just going to go over support and resistance levels here. So 54.25 is your first level of resistance. 44.80 is your overall floor support, and you got to get above 57.40 to confirm that longer term bullish pattern. Okay, TQQQ, I've been buying this one the past several months. Going to continue just to nibble as long as we're in, the 20s and 30s, because I feel like once we start moving and we start recovering, I mean, the floor is about 21.32, but your ceiling, guys, is almost $100 currently. Okay, once the time frame updates, then let's say if we go down over here, it'll still be close to about $80 or so. And then worst case, let's say we just, kind of stay where we're at. I mean, $60, $63 could eventually be your tip top and your ceiling. The problem is if we keep going down, then your floor can get lower too. But currently 35.64 as a support, 32.41 you have to get above to change the pattern above the red SMA line. Overall floor is about 21.32. Okay, so I'll have to wait and see from there. We'll take a look at the futures before the video is over as well, just to see if it's changed any from the time that I've talked to now. Okay, now on to the stocks that we cover. ZNOG. This one here is just basically the waiting game. We're seeing what the company's going to do. Are they going to come out and announce their testing results, whether positive or negative? If they're positive, this thing shoots up very aggressively and easily passes 22-cent mark on the resistance level side. Got to get above about 24 cents and hold there to confirm a bullish pattern. Your floor is still currently at about 10 cents. Okay, and your overall ceiling currently at about 42 cents. IQST, we actually got a buy signal right at the close on a Friday. Doesn't mean we're going to come out swinging. This is an OTC stock, so it does not actually move after hours. So if we do get some buying pressure, that'll be great to kind of move us towards the upside. Hopefully we can get above that 45-cent mark and hold. Overall floor currently is about 28 cents. So these have been providing some great buying opportunities here for IQST. Price target here for me is about $1 to $1.05, which is basically at the very, very tip top. And then I'll be looking to sell and maybe re-enter again, but that's where I'll be looking to take profits on that. Okay, so Amazon, we'll take a look at Amazon. Currently trading at about $130. Pretty much right at its resistance level here. We got to get above 131 to break through resistance and have that act as support. Got to get above about 133 and hold to act as, to basically break the downtrend and get a long-term uptrend. 117.58 is your overall support currently, and then at the very bottom, 101. Thing about some of these stocks I'm looking at, the futures look green, but look at these charts here. Is we've already been kind of in a bullish pattern. They haven't done much, and they're at fair value. There's really nothing. There's not a whole lot of catalysts that are going to push them up higher at this point. Is my only concern with this. That's what makes me think we could see a little bit more downsides in the market before we get a recovery and start moving up to the upside. Okay, now we're looking at Tesla, guys. Ticker symbol TSLA, and this one here currently at about 270. Your resistance is going to be about 282, and you got to get up about 284, 285, and a hold in order for us to reverse this downtrend and go back into a longer term uptrend. Currently 248 is your support, and then overall support's about $200. Now this one here, guys, this is the one stock that if it goes down aggressively, but yes it does, but I'll tell you what, this thing also moves aggressively. So if it's down like $50, then that can be reversed within a day or two, and you could easily get get kind of break even basically. If you buy in at 300, it goes down to 250, and then you can just kind of wait it out. Eventually, you'll at least kind of get your money back on one good day from Tesla. All right, guys, so now we're looking back at the pre-markets, and as you see here, we dropped about 40 points roughly, almost 35 points or so from the beginning of the video. So I think we see some volatility this week. Just because it's just showing that we're opening green doesn't mean necessarily that we will. We could actually have kind of like a little false breakout here and move to the downside at some point today. So just kind of be aware of that. So anyway, guys, let me know your comments below. Let me know what you're doing in this crazy volatile market. Let me know your thoughts and the stocks that you're buying. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.